Hello, and welcome back to a new Create This Book 2 video. Today I'm going to be completing 3 different pages on camera. So as always, if you want to check out my whole playlist, there's a lot of videos with nearly all prompts completed. I will link that down below. So here's just a little look at my very stuffed Create This Book 2, and I am extremely excited to be finishing it because it's so hard to work in here at this point. So let's get going. The first prompt says create a design, so essentially you can design whatever you want. So I found this really cool plastic grass just like in all my craft stuff, so I wanted to use it in here as I love doing collage type things. So I decided to design like a little rooftop pool. So I began by sketching that out with a pencil, and I'm kind of just making a little tracing thing with like a tissue so that I can easily cut that out with the fake grass. So just using it like a pattern, I cut this out. This fake turf was like pretty old, so it was kind of spreading everywhere, and the glue on the back was just like completely disintegrated, but it ended up working out okay. I began by coloring the background so that when I laid the grass on top, it kind of all fit together, and I wanted the pool to be shiny, so I covered that with some packing tape and just trimmed my piece so that it fits. I started by trying this with a glue stick, and that absolutely did not work, so I had to eventually use different glue. And to add in another like super cool medium, I decided to use fettuccine, which I have never used pasta in my books before, and it was kind of a fun little thing to do. So that's just for the structure at the top over here. And then around, I am just drawing in some greenery to fill in the spaces, coloring in the rest of the house, and just adding details. Here I am using Tombow markers, and then once that was done, I decided to make some little things to go on the pool to make it a little bit more obvious that it is a pool. So I drew these on sticker paper and then stuck them on. So I have some towels over here, and then also those rings for the pool. And then for the background, I am just lightly shading it in with a blue crayon because I didn't want it to be too bright and take away from the other things on the page. So I'm just trimming on the edges, and that is how this page turned out. It's like pretty unique with the combination of the fake turf and pasta, but like I think it's cool, and there's a lot of texture. So if you guys are wanting something really unique to use in your art journals, I would recommend playing around with these two things. And the next prompt says create a translation. Essentially, you're supposed to write the same word a bunch of times in different languages. So if you know me, you know that I am obsessed with cats. So of course I had to do cats on this page saying meow in different languages. So I apologize if this is like entirely incorrect. It's just thanks to Google. So hopefully Google was right here. But I sketched out these cats with little speech bubbles saying meow in different languages. And then I'm coloring this all in with my Crayola super tips. So I began by outlining them, and then the finer detail is with this Muji gel pen, which worked really well to add in like the whiskers and the eyes and also the writing. And of course, coloring in with the same Crayola super tips. If you guys don't have these markers, you absolutely need to get them. I think I've had this whole bag for like 3 years, and they're still doing like so good, and they are extremely inexpensive, so I would highly recommend. Then I made circles behind all the cats with a washi tape roll, so then I'm just going to draw like a little flag in the middle, and I'm coloring that in as well just to add some more color to the page because the cats were just a little bit neutral, and I thought this would like make it a little bit more bright. And then also you can see I ripped the edges of the page just to add some more texture to make it less boring, I guess. And then lastly, I'm adding a drop shadow to all of my cats and speech bubbles because it was just looking a little bit one-dimensional. So once that was done, I glued it in. It's not like my favorite page or anything, but I think it's still cute. Also added some washi tape because I thought it was lacking some color, and the red polka dots worked really well. So that's how this one turned out. And the last page, I completely forget the prompt for this one, now recording the voiceover, but we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. I think this one was like make a puzzle or something. Anyways, I've been really into watching Amazing Race lately, so I decided this would be a great like theme for a prompt, and I thought like Amazing Race is a little bit puzzly in sorts, so I began by sketching out this paper with like a bunch of Amazing Race themed things on there. So I have like an airplane, the mat, lots of the colors, and just like travel related things. And once that was all drawn out, I'm just coloring it in with my Crayola Super Tips. I wanted to keep a color scheme that was like pretty like basic, with like red, yellow, and just like all the colors that are used on there. Over here I have the pyramids and just like random travel related things, and then I also have a line of flags, but like I did not research the flags at all, so they are kind of not really accurate, so I apologize for that. But what can you do? So that, and then I'm adding some buildings, a road, Eiffel Tower, water, all of the classic travel things, you know. Anyways, I've been a big Amazing Race fan for like since I was 10 years old, so it's like one of my like longest watched shows. So let me know if you're a fan of The Amazing Race. It's an elite show in my opinion, but so here I am just finishing up coloring in everything. I also forgot to mention I am using some Tombow markers, which are more expensive than Crayola Super Tips, but last also a very long time. So I would recommend if you were interested in doing calligraphy with them, because they have 2 different points, one for calligraphy and then also one like more fine tip. And then the background, to make it like bright and pop, I colored that in all black, which I think looks really good. Took a while, but I think it was worth it. Then I'm just adding in some extra little details, and to make it more puzzly, I am adding some interactive components with like the clue, roadblock, detour, all those things that are typically used in Amazing Race. And there is like a secret puzzle hidden in one, which you'll never see, and I'm just adding in the details with a like thin pen and gluing those on. I added like a little clue inside, and then I'm writing out The Amazing Race on a separate piece of paper to glue on, for just because I thought it would like stand out a little bit more because it is on like a white background. I glued that on and just added in all of my finishing touches. I think that was a really good call to do the lettering separately, and that is how the page turned out. I just cut out the little magnifying glass for the prompt, and there we go. So, the prompt is create a mystery, not a puzzle. So, sorry, but there is a mystery on here. So, something is hidden, which you cannot see because, surprise, surprise, it's in one of the clues. So, that's how that one turned out. And that's it for today's video. Let me know which one of 3 was your favorite page. We probably have like a couple more episodes here before the flip through is coming. I know I keep saying that, but like I'm so excited to be not working in this massive book anymore, and I am ready for like a flat book. But yeah, flip through is coming soon, so stay tuned for a couple more episodes, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.